The main task of the buildings is to prevent the overheating during the long periods of high temperatures and large solar radiation. So the applied passive energy efficiency methods in such houses were a volumetric design with many openings arranged by arcs and colonnades to empower the natural ventilation, zoning, which means gathering and arranging rooms and forming different as a degree of open and closed spaces, zones, to again ensure good natural ventilation, forcing the air to move from place with a higher air pressure to places with lower air pressure, and using materials with high thermal inertia, which need a long period of accumulating the heat from the solar radiation, thus preventing the rooms behind them from overheating. The examples given are a house Yuan type from Beijing, China, which organization resembles very much the the typical Roman residential building with open yards, with plants and water pools, and with many places with different suns and shading regime. And the next example is a model of Minoan residential building, again with very obviously much with a colonnade on the top. The third example is the art of a famous building in Tanger, Morocco, again with that shaded colonnaded space around the inner yard, which is full with vegetation and has a water spot. And the next example is an illustration of an ancient residential buildings used to be built in India. They all have many commons between them, such as the open yards, the different places with shadings or exposed to the sun, so that different areas with different air pressures are created in order to force the air to move, to produce wind, and to increase ventilation and cooling. A specific area in the tropical climate are the deserts. They have very high temperatures during the day, sometimes almost or above 50 degrees per Celsius, and low temperatures in night, sometimes going below zero. And their main task is to prevent their inhabitants from overheating during the day and from freezing during the nights, and of course to ensure maximum natural ventilation. The examples are from Tunis, Africa. The middle two are from Middle East, and the last one on the right is from Mexico. They all have common features like the solar chimneys, which serve as ventilation towers to improve the ventilation. They all have flat roofs in order to decrease to get to minimum the surface of the house that gets heated directly from the sun, and they use materials with high thermal inertia. Especially houses in Africa are known for their so-called Arab wall, which is constructed from two layers of bricks with a 50-60 centimeter gap between them, and that gap is filled with sand. And overall thickness of the wall gets almost a meter, but that enormous mass needs very long time to get overheated by the sun and to start to radiate the heat inside the room. So during the day, that thick wall keeps the rooms inside cool enough, while as during the night, that enormous amount of heat gathered in that thick wall needs very long time to be radiated back in the atmosphere, and the wall needs very long time to get cold. So during the night it keeps about 15 degrees inside the rooms, which is comfortable enough for the sleep. And the last common thing for these buildings is the white color of the facades. Sometimes it is because of the natural color of the used building material, and sometimes it is achieved through applying additional layer on the surface of the facade, because the whiter the color is, the greater amount of the solar radiation it reflects back to the atmosphere, and doesn't allow it to get through to the main material and to turn into heat inside. And the last combined climate zone is subequatorial and equatorial climate zone. And the main task for the residential buildings there is to prevent from overheating, to ensure maximum natural ventilation, and to minimize the amount of moist and water inside the building. The passive energy efficiency methods used here are volumetric design with very high roof constructions, often with double curving, and additionally, that height of the roof ensures a big thermal buffer space, which doesn't allow the overheating from the roof to get to the floor where people live. Also, local plant vegetation materials are used because the local vegetation evolved first to reflect back a great amount of the enormous solar radiation, and to prevent the plant from dying from overheating. And also they have a covering surface on the leaves that prevent from gathering any water on the leaves, in order to again help the plant to survive the massive rains that happen every day. So people who live in these areas want to use that qualities of the local vegetation and apply them in their homes. And the last specific characteristics of these buildings uh, all around the world in these climate zones is putting the houses on columns. First, to ensure a shaded, colonnaded space where the air moves faster and thus improves ventilation. And also the house has additional surface to radiate the heat from inside to outside, exactly to that area where the air moves faster. And also the massive rains that happen almost every day go under the house and do not enter the main living room.